Hey everyone, Pyron here, and I'm getting ready to push play on our last workout of week 2 for 10 rounds, and that is called defensive shred. So it is going to be an incorporation of both the defensive slips as well as the defensive rolls. Total run time is looking like it's going to be around 39 minutes. So looking forward to my final sweat sesh of the week, and let's get it started. Okay, so I just finished week 2 of 10 rounds. So today was defensive shred. So we worked both the defensive slips as well as the rolls that we worked on throughout the week. The combinations are definitely getting much harder, but again, just to slow it down. And then really, I'm sure once it happens, that muscle memory is really going to kind of kick in, and your body will just kind of naturally flow through the moves. Again, it's okay to go slower. It really does help to say the moves out loud to kind of get that mind-body connection as you're doing the combinations. Today, during the agility blocks, the first round of it, I upped my resistance loop to the green loop. I actually ended up finding that to be a little much. I've been kind of sore this week with all the extra workouts I've been doing, but it wasn't too bad. So keep in mind, it's only 3 minutes. However, then the second go round for agility, I did go back to my yellow loop, which then I kind of felt, maybe that was a little too easy, but I was able to put a lot more emphasis. What we did this time is with that 45-degree lateral squat jump that we did, or the lateral squat, we actually added kind of a alternating squat jump more or less to that. So we added a little bit of plyometrics to today's agility moves. Those first few squats, of course, hurt a little bit just from being stiff from yesterday's leg day. But overall, a great workout. I really enjoyed the week, so I can see that we're going to continue to add on and build up. We've got it's just 5 days a week, so not too bad. The timing has been really nice. I like the length of the program. I'm also enjoying the music. So if you've done Lift 4, we actually didn't really have any music at all. But what's great is that we do have some music that's playing in the background, and on your Beachbody On Demand, you actually have the option to do the pumped up music option, which is kind of fun as well. You have to keep in mind that when you do the pumped up music, that means you're not going to be able to hear quite as well. So I found that I prefer to do the pumped up option for the boxing workouts, but I like to keep the regular music for the lifting workouts because I actually like to listen to the cues a little bit more during the lifting workouts. So that is week 2. We start week 3 on Monday. So it looks like we are done with Las Vegas. I believe we're moving on to the Dallas round. So those did just load in my Beachbody On Demand this morning. So looking forward to starting that. And that pretty much wraps up what I have. Only other thing that I really wanted to add on is that I know right now, for those of you who are watching, we're going through a lot as a country right now, and really as a planet. Everybody on Earth is dealing a little bit with this coronavirus thing, and I promise not to harp too much on it, because I feel like that's all we hear anymore, from social media to the news to pretty much everywhere you go. Everyone's talking about it. This past week I saw some stuff about the cardboard box guy saying, quit posting your home workouts. Nobody's being inspired by it. And then the whole Beachbody community turning around and saying, keep posting your home workouts. You're inspiring people. So one, I hope I'm inspiring you. 2, I actually looked up this article because this past week I've actually been off of work on vacation, although it hasn't been much of a vacation. I've been off of my regular job and not working this past week. Luckily, I do have that luxury of being able to work remotely, but decided to just take the week off to spend the time with the kids and kind of adjust into this new norm of us being at home. So unfortunately, my diet hasn't been super great, as I've been indulging a little bit too much this past week, kind of making up for the vacation that we weren't able to go on. But as this vacation time wraps up, so it's Saturday today, got one more day after today, and then I have to hit the ground running again on Monday with working from home, but then the added stress of having to homeschool my kids on top of that, as well as just kind of keeping everything around the house in order. So as the days have come by, I think I started to feel a little bit Wednesday, a little bit anxiety starting to come in. I'm sure there's some of you who are feeling it as well, whether that is coming from job loss or from having to work, for those of you in the healthcare industry that are going to work every day, putting yourself at risk as we deal with this pandemic, or it's maybe just overall, maybe your health, or having the kids home all the time, or being around your spouse all the time. So pretty much any of those kind of things. So daily, I've pretty much been feeling a little bit of extra anxiety as I've been getting closer to Monday and having to go back to my demanding job that I'm going to be sitting at the computer 8 hours a day, on top of trying to make sure that the kids are staying on top of their schoolwork and that my house is not being torn apart and everything else. So just wanted to read a little bit from this article, which actually came right from the ADAA, which is the Anxiety and Depression Association of America. I'm not going to read the whole article because you've probably already tuned out by now, but if you're still with me, I just wanted to talk about the physical benefits of exercise, not only your physical condition, but fighting disease. So it says exercise is also considered vital for maintaining mental fitness. It can reduce stress. Studies show that it is very effective at reducing fatigue, improving alertness and concentration, and enhancing overall cognitive function. This can be especially helpful when stress has depleted your energy or ability to concentrate. So that's all that I wanted to read from that article. I just know that as my vacation time is ticking away, I'm slowly getting more and more anxious. But I actually got the workout done today and it made me feel really great. I did sit down and do a little bit of work to kind of take care of some quick to-dos, and that certainly helped as well. But just know that I am thinking about everybody out here, out there in the world, and and I hope that you're finding some relief in these videos. I hope that you're taking care of yourself, both physically and mentally, as we all go through this together. But that's all I've got, so that's my little soapbox on that piece. I hope you tune with me next week when we get into week 3 of 10 rounds. Until next time.